Hi, my name is Michael McFarlane, and I'm a junior on the football team from Lakeland, Florida. My video is titled The Religion of Football. Being from the South, football rules with an iron fist. But I was curious if that was everywhere else. I came to Georgetown and I met people from all different walks of life, from different parts of the state, different parts of the country, and even different countries. So I wanted to see did they share the same beliefs. And as my time here, spending 40 plus hours a week dedicated to football, I realized we all had the same views. And that in lined itself with Durkheim's views on religion and how it was a shared beliefs between societies. So instead of just taking his word for it or you taking mine, I decided to find some factual evidence. I interviewed two athletes and two coaches as part of the football team. I interviewed everybody individually and I wanted to see what they felt about some questions that I asked. This is all done individually, and their answers may surprise you. I hope you enjoy watching.
I coach football because deep down I'm an educator.
I think I can't imagine myself doing anything else. It's a passion. It's not work for me. Um, Grew up around football. Always had a vision for it. So I guess it's something that's just instilled in me.
I play football because I love it. I couldn't do anything but it. From there, I remember being able to play the first opportunity I could to hit somebody. I had to do it. I love the passion of the game. I love the rigor. I love the attention to detail, the minute detail that you have to do. I love the camaraderie of being around a team.
I love the camaraderie of the game in particular, and I think it's the most most team-oriented sports. I love being part of a team. So. I would say one of the things that's honestly it's sacred is the level of camaraderie. I think football is like one of a handful of sports where first of all you get a lot of guys from different cultures and different backgrounds, and it's really based on everyone the way like a play to work and be executed well. Everyone has to trust everyone.
Something sacred in football is the intimacy between the players and the coaches, but really the intimacy between the players and the teammates is the most intimate thing. That's the most sacred thing in football.
I guess the bond between the players on the field, and the bond between the players and the coaches.
The brotherhood, that bonding that you get when you're in battle with somebody and they have your back, you have their back. It's that trust, the feeling of trust, I think is sacred.
In football, it's just like having the courage in the face of adversity, which sometimes may be ridiculed by some players, but if you really think about it, it can be an important thing for a lot of players because we all go through adverse situations and different situations in life that really are suppressing you or putting you down. But
to me, when I see a football helmet, I think of like grit and toughness, just like helmets bashing heads, and I would say that's one of the symbols. Definitely grit, like resilience.
Ball field, that rectangle, the uprights, the band or whatever it is. There's a lot of things that just kind of sometimes sends like chills up my spine.
I guess the field and our meeting rooms are classrooms to me. Again, they're an opportunity to teach. They're an opportunity to interact with young people and educate them not only on our sport but on things that can be carried over into real life. I like to keep the same pen on me when I go to practice every day. I hang it from my whistle. It's always the same one, and I try to keep it for the year. I also keep a pen that my dad gave me for games. I keep that in my pocket.
Main rituals like during practice and games. Sometimes I like to write down a little piece of paper, 3 things I got to remember to do that day in particular, and I'll keep it in my thigh board and I'll hit it to remind myself. And then also I like to 2 other things. I like to listen to music before I play. Any kind of music, just depending on my mood, but just to kind of get focused. And I like to I like to be there early whenever I'm gonna put my pads on, just to kind of relax before I get on the field and make sure I got everything. I don't want to be in a rush.
Long. Prior to every game, prior to every practice, I pray, talk to God, pray for safety, pray for security, pray for blessings, Football is a really fortunate game. I'm blessed to play it, so I'll make sure that I pray more, make sure I thank God, and then after that I turn up some music, get loud, get rowdy, enjoy it.
And I think I have the ritual of prayer. I have the ritual of actually making sure I go to the bathroom. You know, as a player, that you didn't ever want to have that emergency when you're out and performing. So I do tend to have that quiet ritual where I kind of separate, and it's just so when I am with the team, I can be present. You know.
I hope that by the end of this video, you can see that football is a society. We all share the same values and beliefs, and if not, they're very close to one another. Even though these were never taught to us, we still hold them sacred, and anybody who disrespects them can bring anger amongst players and coaches. We dedicate hours to lift, meetings, and practice, and for the average college football player, you spend more than 40 hours a week dedicated to this craft, which you can now call a religion. So, since this is being called a religion, just next time you meet a football player, be careful to judge his sport, because you wouldn't disrespect someone else's religion, and this is ours. I hope you enjoyed watching. Best, Michael McFarlane.